Hello and welcome back to something a bit different today. If you're a regular here, you'll know we don't do many album reactions, but not saying that'll change very soon. If you're new here, hello and welcome. Generally, we are a reactor to TV and movies, but one of my favorite artists, as you would know who it is by clicking on this video, Aurora has released a new album today, and I said to myself, I have been wanting to do an album I know, let's just preface it right here, I know nothing about music, but I love, it's just like, do I know anything about film and TV, really? No, but do I love things very thoroughly? Yes, and Aurora is one of my absolute favorite artists, and I was like, I have to, because I felt so bummed out, and I really wanted to, when Taylor Swift released her last album like a month or two ago, I was like, I want to do a reaction to that. I think it would be so fun. And then I was like, oh, do I know what I want to say, or would I be able to comment on it, or blah blah blah. Made excuses, didn't do it. Listened to it, and was like, wow, what a interesting first listen. Then it has listened to that so often. And the crazy thing that I find, because I watch a lot of album reactions for albums that I love, is that a first impression can be so like wildly different to how you move forward. Also, a first impression can you can dislike certain things, project, like everything in it just switch, but it's so like visceral and like like in the I think it's so fun to have that like captured. Like even for the Taylor Swift album, I didn't even like it that much on the first listen. Currently love it to death now, but that is the progression of listening to things. And at the first listen, while you maybe not get everything, it's so fun, and then you can learn more about it as you keep going and keep re-listening. The Taylor Swift album, I think all 32 songs are out now in my like top played over the last 6 months, which is scary, but I do only happen to listen. But we got a couple of good Aurora songs in there, and I've been waiting, because I always come back to Aurora. Like every like couple of months, I'm like, put on a playlist of like all her stuff, put it on shuffle, and just go for it. I had the best time. I love her music. She's like so cool. I was really lucky to see her last year. I think it was last year. She came to Melbourne. And I would not lie. I would be lying. How do you do a phrase? How do you speak? How does words work? I would be lying if I said it wasn't one of the best nights ever. It was my first concert ever. It was such a magical night. She is fantastic. She fucking performed. It was stunning. It was amazing. The way that lady walked out without shoes on and just danced her fucking heart out, and then also like was belting, and I was like, how do her lungs work? I was like, what happened to the heart? What's happening to her lungs? Because they must be super powered, because I don't know how she does it. But it was like, it was the best. It was the best thing ever. So I'm really excited to get to, I wanted to do this, and I'm doing it, and I can't wait. Have I done an album reaction before? I hear you asking, obviously. You're also welcome to skip towards the songs if you want. Not that would have stopped you anyway, but we're doing a little bit more of a tangent before we get into it. I've done an album reaction before. I did one. I wouldn't go back and watch that myself. I did one of Taylor Swift. I did Midnights from Taylor Swift. Listened to it. Uploaded it like the same day. Didn't know how to edit. Granted, I don't know how I'm going to edit this either. So bear with me, because I don't know how movies I figured out. TV and movies, I figured out how that works. Music, don't know how that works with YouTube and copyright. So we're gonna see, but hopefully I'll get it out somehow. But that I just put the whole thing up of like all of it. This one will be more you can head over to my Patreon if you want to see the whole thing. I will be putting this up. But I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but either way, we're trying. We're going into it. It's really fun. Also, just to like relate, for some people who are here, who are come to my channel more often, if you're not new, I have a podcast, and we have talked a couple of times about like getting into new music, and I hope some of y'all, I'll be probably talk about this coming week, but it's one of those things where I'm like, if y'all haven't listened to Aurora, you have to. She's fantastic. So good, so amazing. I'm ready for an experience. It's called What Happened to the Heart. From the songs, there are 4 songs out, and I have listened. 2 of them I know pretty well, 2 of them I don't as much. And it seems to be, very like, she definitely goes on issues and big issues and things to think about. Will I be smart enough to catch everything? Probably not. Will I just be hoping to bloody shake my ass, shimmy, get up and dance? I am excited. I made sure my headphones cord is nice and long just in case I have to get up. I'm ready to find a couple new favorites. I'm ready to string this constantly. So without further ado, like and subscribe first. That would be absolutely wonderful. But let's get into it. Okay, so I do have the lyrics up as well, just to reference if I need it. Do I know if I will be looking at them that often? No. But so I feel like, I don't know how people usually do this, and do let me know if you have any suggestions. I watch a fair amount, but I'm like, maybe go through, kind of read the lyrics as we go, also get into it, vibe, go back it to the end. We're kind of playing this one by ear, and I'm just excited to get into it. The first up, the song titled, well, not the title track, the first track on the album, Echo of My Shadow. Let's get into it.
If I stay here,
oh, I love her voice.
I'll stay here forever.
Any Aurora project, I feel like I'm in a different world.
Will the edge of my sorrow,
I wish she could sing to me while I went to sleep. She needs to do a sounds album for me. I love this. Oh, I can't wait to scream this in the car. Do it for love. Give in to the love, please. Oh my god. She's the queen of the ooze. Queen of the ooze and the sounds. Wow. Ooh, that little doo-doo.
if my life, dear, unto the love you crave.
It's kind of like living in the moment. Ooh, sorry, this is so good. Ooh. Is she the most beautiful? She's like got to be the best vocalist. I mean, everything. Oh, her bloody voice. Oh my god, no, don't stop. We've got an outro, but I don't want it to be over. I love it.
Forever,
This feels like it needs to be in a movie. I don't know. I can't see it, but I know, and Aurora's in a lot of crazy. She's in so many like TV shows and movies, which is like wild. She just and video games. She's like, whoever her manager is or whoever's contacting her does well, because she gets on so many projects, which I am not mad about. I'm so happy about literally all of it. Sorry, I'll talk about the song in a second, but she was in the One Piece live action, and then she popped up in Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. She also did like Frozen 2. She popped up in a couple of different games too. I think one of the Assassin's Creed. She's everywhere. And I would like her to be in more things. Whatever she's on, double it, triple it, put her in more things. That song was beautiful. That song was angelic. That song was, I wanted to go to sleep but also dive into the world that she's talking about. It's interesting that she's like, Cora, stay here, stay right here, stay in the light, my dear. Kind of like, you know, embracing something. And doesn't she have she has a song called The Essence. I thought she had a song called Embrace. But you know that, and I'm not going to pick up anything. I'm not I'm good at TV show plots and movies. This is going to be new for me. I'm not gifted with analyzing song lyrics. Not saying I'm gifted in TV show and movies, but I make a couple of good guesses every now and then. But and then she, at the end in the outro, she's like, if I stay here for any longer, I'll stay here forever. Maybe that kind of like both living in the moment but continuing to move. I feel like you also like need that to, like, on the first song, kind of getting the vibe of the project, the album. As we move through it, maybe everything will become a bit clearer, because I know like in some of her like earlier albums, you kind of, the first listens, I was like, what is it? And then I was like, oh, like a lot of these are connected, a lot of these about certain things, like I forget which one it is, but like a lot of them to do were like environmental issues and a lot of that sort of thing, and you kind of like get that scope of like the earth and the world. Next song, To Be Alright, which has released, but I don't think I think I may have listened to no, I don't remember if I listened to this one. I try to stay away, but it's really hard. I might have like I might have seen the clip she put on like Instagram or Twitter. Oh, okay. Oh, these are interesting lyrics.
How could you say that I love too much?
Wow.
I don't
Relationship.
want to fight. I just want to feel alright.
People making you not feel,
Living if you don't bleed for
you know,
anything.
someone, you know,
Night
when you're so like serious and passionate, and people be like, that's, you know, not the norm.
to feel
Oh, wow.
what the people talk about.
Everything I say could be wrong, but I don't care. I'm too happy. I am too happy to be here. Oh, I wish I could sing. I'm so jealous. Gonna be a lot of lip syncing. Oh, I told you, the little, I don't know what this is called in music terms, but just doing the sounds. She's perfect in all senses. I love this. Just that thumping in the background is so nice on the ears. How she like combines like heaven and pop music, I will never understand. She is an angel that sings pop. Ooh. That like dive into the chorus is so good for the bridge. And everything just like built to this like amazingness. Oh, I love it. Oh, I wish I could dance too. I dance like a middle-aged mum. I'm like tonight. I long to feel alright. Oh, beautiful. Just like I'm not gonna like, if there's gonna be a song that I like less, it's gonna have to be like I'm gonna like every song. I don't see. This is all the thing about like albums. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't like this because I know generally a lot will grow on me, or it just won't be my sound. Which you're allowed to not like things. Me struggling. I long to be alright in the fact that I can be negative about something. But it's kind of that like, you know, what's life worth living if you don't want to like dance? Like you want to feel alright. You want to enjoy things, and there's this kind of like sense of, you know, how could you say that I love too much? What's life with it living if you don't bleed any? Like, what's the point if not to dance, to love, to enjoy, to have passion, and put this like, I don't know, feeling out there? And it's kind of just like, you know, for people to, you know, when certain people like things so much and other people will put them down for it, maybe it's that like that long to like, I don't know, tell them to shut up. I will be making no good connections, and I will be repeating that a lot. But next up, I can't wait. Y'all, if you're a genius, you all will be smarter than I. But do let me know like what you think of every song, what you think they're about, because you will understand them more than me. Though I think, does Genius have like, you can click on things and it tells you? Oh my god. Okay, well, there's definitely feelings and happiness that others seem to find easily. Oh, disconnected or unable to access these emotions, leading to a sense of frustration and interesting. Okay, now going forward that we know, does Genius like talk to her? How do they know what it means? Or is it one person's opinion? Now I've got a new set of questions. But maybe on interesting bits, I'll click on it more and see what Genius says. But for now, we have Your Blood, which has been out. We know Your Blood. We know it. We've heard it. We love it. I actually think I listened to this song so much, and I am so happy to be here again. It was the first one she released for this project, I'm pretty sure.
Your blood, what matter is it made of? Do you feel it travel in and out your heart?
Oh, the way this song builds is so phenomenal to me. Like, it just keeps pushing. Your Blood and Some Type of Skin are amazing.
You fell apart.
Yes. All of that. I want that forever in my mind. If I could have that sound, just her always in my... I wish she narrated my thoughts.
Your voice, drowning in the white noise.
It feels like this song, every time we kind of like something else gets added, and it feels so good. We're like things are coming together. So I don't know how to dance. It's just like everything. Oh, it's so good. I can't even. It's like a gift to my ears and my brain. Ooh, it's like nearly like otherworldly, and not in fantasy, like alien-esque sounds. Just like everything's like comes together as the song. It's beautiful. Have I thought about the lyrics? No. It's too good. And it would be even better, but I can't even pay attention.
It made of, do you feel it travel in and out your heart?
I was like, is that the Side My Heart's on? Couldn't make sure. Wow. I think there is something to be said, and maybe it's just a me thing and I can't pay attention that well, which is definitely like could be it. But there's something to say about a song that just is so much fun that I can't pay attention to the lyrics at all because I'm having too much of a good time enjoying the song. It's just good. It's so good. Also, like, this is like very different for me, which is actually kind of fun. I don't, every time I listen to the album, an album in general for the first time, I never usually look at the lyrics. And I think that is just like poor form by me. Don't get me wrong. I think I need to step up my game. But it's like, so I'm not used to being like, wow, I know what all the words are and what things could mean. Oh, I don't know. It's just, that's a fantastic song. And like, we've got the conflict of the mind and then Some Type of Skin coming up. Oh my God, Some Type of Skin comes on in the car, I'm just like ready to go. Oh, okay, we're gonna move on to The Conflict of the Mind, which I think also has already been released. I'm pretty sure. No, yes, it has. I was like, I have heard this. This one maybe I'll be able to read along and not just... Oh, I love that. The way certain sounds make your body just do certain things, like this is what that is to me. Oh, when you like hurt for someone else? Heaven? Heaven? It's like going from one ear to another. I feel like I've gone to heaven. She has opened up the gates for me to ascend. I love this like effect kind of on her voice, like kind of like a graininess. I don't know how to explain it. Is it just like the kind of like the pain of having other people kind of down or in trouble? It's kind of like this, so far, there's like disconnect between like possibly her and others. It's just like she's like serenading me into heaven. Wow, not that I'm going there, but like I wish she could. If she wasn't on the gates singing in my version of heaven, again, I'm going straight downstairs. But wow. Is your heart alive? Love, is your heart alive? You'll overcome the conflict of the mind. Ugh, like, wow, I need to like look through this. I was too in the moment. Don't let your spirit die. Is your heart alive? You will overcome the conflict of the mind. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? You'll overcome the conflict of the mind. Love is you. Is it kind of just like the power of those strong feelings and connection that can like help you overcome like any sort of thing? Okay, come on, genius. Tell me what you're thinking. Rallying cry for resilience and the reminder of the strength of the human spirit. The conflict of the mind is a universal experience. Yeah, and you can, to bolden on that and to know that like you're not alone, and just like, it's easier said than done, but stick in there, think of love and all those like beautiful things. It's a very like kind of empowering album so far of just like people and thought and heart and blood and skin. It's very like just like everything about what happened to the heart, you know, it's like I feel like I'm on the precipice of seeing how the connections of the spiderweb like work. Okay, we'll go into some type of skin, which I'm just this song is so good, yeah. Turn me into Jojo Siwa. I will not do that, I promise.
Should my heart reveal itself to be more than a
This one I do like to go for it in the car. The car's my safe space with my subpar singing.
It feels to bleed. It's only temporary.
I'm like, as we go on, maybe I'll stand up. I was like, I don't stand up on camera very often. I wore like proper pants just in case. If I stand up and dance,
Where everybody runs.
you have to not judge me. Oh my gosh, I've got too much chord going on. Wow. I don't know what that looked like, I'm sorry. But God, that song is brilliant. Oh, 3 minutes. Oh, I wish it could go forever. Okay, first five songs, first five, whoa. I stood up once and my brain is gone. Talking about all body parts, my brain, gone. He's not here anymore. First 5, check-in. How are we feeling? Loving it. So, granted, I have somewhat heard 4 of the first 5. So now it's like some type of skin, amazing song. Just, you know, like, my God is a lot. You gotta like build maybe like to talk about like faith. Let's have a look. We're good people and we both deserve peace. Let's have a look what they say. We should be happy with what we currently have and enjoy life to the fullest. Yeah. Yes, genius. That is, yeah, agreed. I do see people do this when I watch a album reaction, wondering like what songs that I think I'm going to enjoy versus like it's a fun like to go back on. What songs like, okay, looking at them, all of them interest me, but I'll pick Earthly Delights, The Dark Dresses Lightly, and Soul with No King are very interesting titles. My Body Is Not Mine, Invisible Wounds, like they're so, like besides everything just being great, just like the titles are so like thought-provoking. Okay, we're just gonna keep going because I'm too excited not to go. We're going into The Essence. Whoa, okay. Wow, I feel like I haven't heard that sort of like realness, not like realness, but I felt like she was just like sitting down ready to sing.
Trees cry their leaves.
Something about grief, possibly? Oh no.
Just like me.
Wow. Trees cry like their leaves, vulnerable just like me?
Maybe it will be alright. We all hurt sometimes.
Don't we ever? Oh my
god. To be
oh my god. Us non-repliers. Oh my gosh. I'd like to apologize to all my friends for not being in touch. Just in general. I'm bad at it. Wow, this song. I'm using comedy to stop it from hurting and being real. Oh, maybe it'll be alright. We all hurt sometimes.
Maybe it will be alright. We all hurt sometimes.
Wow, this chorus is deep.
We are running through the waves of time.
That bit gets me, it's
In the
great.
arms of a fight, and I try, but it hurts so much.
It's like the grief
To
and pain.
be in touch with the essence of us.
Wow, maybe not even grief in the fact of like death, but in a person or a relationships. Not necessarily romantic, but
In touch with the essence of
just like falling out with
with the
people.
essence of us.
And kind of like that pain.
To be in touch, so I'd rather not.
Wow, holy moly. That one hurt. That one was like, everything's so serious and deep, but this one wasn't hidden in like as much like pop and beautiful, like, sorry, not beautiful vocal, but like that, the energy. Oh my word. Maybe it'll be alright. We all hurt some. So everything's really focused on kind of like a mental fortitude and pain and working through it and trying to figure that out. And sometimes whether it's worth it or not, you know, it hurts so much to be in touch, like with the essence of us. Like, so I'd rather not. Like when you pick or when you choose to not kind of engage in these things. Or even in things that are painful, so you'd rather just avoid them. God, I want to see someone smart talk about this. Oh God, wow. I mean, song beautiful, lyrics. I want to know more. There's so many things I just want to like. I just want to hear Aurora just talk through all of them and her just like thoughts about them. And you know, I mean, the thoughts are there, it's for us to take them and run and, you know, go with them and even make them our own at some point. But I love to also, you know, you love to do that, but also know what, you know, what this could relate to for her. Because obviously the Genius lyrics, they've stopped giving me prompts to tell me what everything's about or what they mean. Wow. Okay, we're moving on to Earthly Delights.
First, you made for me a river.
Oh, it's like so like holy.
Would have water, made for me a god.
Earthly Delights. There is this kind of like God connection too, which is interesting. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, that's so. Do you know what that sounds like to me? This is gonna be so dumb, but it's like kind of gives like Stranger Things energy. It's probably the instrument or the effect. Preaching to the choir, Aurora. Preaching to the choir. Ooh, it's like a ticking, like a clock. Finite. Consumes me. Oh, the birds are amazing. Did the birds get a feature? Wow, it is. It's got to be some sort of like God or higher being. Always envy more. Ooh. Now I feel. Whoa. Okay, now we're really going God. We have been on a journey. Also, Earthly Delights, it says only by Aurora, but I feel like it should be featuring these beautiful little birdies because they're putting work on the track. Wow, this one was such like a This one was a journey. Like, you know, first you made the river, garden, water, garden, earth, you know, desire and fire, all these things. And, you know, yeah, I'm lonely. When everything dies, can you stay with me? That presence of like a god or a higher power. And we've had that in some type of skin, talking about how our God, like my God is a lot, like who you believe in, like maybe, I don't know which faith Aurora's in, but, or if she's in any, but you can also, I feel like, with faith and God, every version of faith is kind of different to a different person. It's how you take it on. And it's so interesting to see that, like, you know, her God is a lot that we see in some type of skin, but then she almost like pities her God, you know, you don't exist without us because we are the ones who have you. It kind of in a way there, and when I pass on, I know you like envied us because we can leave and you have to continue this like foreverness of dealing with us. You know, without me here, when everything dies, will you be lonely? It always makes you feel sad. Like it's kind of like putting a light on. Maybe a God isn't as, you know, crazy and all-knowing and powerful as you may think. It kind of humanizes it in a way. Wow, she needs to be studied. Like, why isn't she not studied in like schools and universities? Because, wow, the mind. I wish I had a mind like hers. Well, I'm just happy that I get to listen and enjoy it. The dark dresses lightly is what we're moving on to. Whoa. 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 I just want to have a sip.
As I pour out my story, drink me up.
I am getting drunk on your lyrics right now, Aurora. Trust me. Here's to us. Oh, maybe I should. Here's to us, Aurora.
Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. Guess I shouldn't have held
This is the shit.
Guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart.
I want to hear this live.
Held back when I needed you to know. I just want to cry.
I love this. Oh, there's something so like sexy about it. Not to use that word disgustingly, I'm sorry. But it's just like so like, I don't know, like mysterious. It's like giving like dark and slutty. You know what I mean? It's like mysterious. Oh wait, I'm getting thoughts. I'll say them at the end, but I have thoughts now. Wow, wait, this is amazing. I feel like I'm understanding more. Or I'm completely wrong, but I'll get to it. This is such like it's a leg stomper. It's a mover. How could you not move to this song? I want to hear this live so badly. Floodgates. Let me feel it. What the hell, Aurora? Can you stop being so good? Like, actually, it's crazy. Actually, it's wild. Also, before we get into the song, I said I want to hear this live so bad. The fact that she has announced dates for like what feels like a full world tour, and of my point of knowledge, maybe I've missed something, but she hasn't released Australia yet, which I get is usually on the end of anything because we are a million miles away from everyone. I get it, okay? But I need to see her, and she was only here one night in Melbourne last time, and knowing how good it was, I'm like, I want her to be here more than one night. I'd love to try and like book two, because wow. Anywho, sorry, getting into this song was fantastic. I think it's definitely, on first listen, like one of my favorites. We'll get into this chorus. I guess I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so... See, it's easier to kind of... Now that we kind of are hearing more of the album and understanding what we're talking about more, it's kind of... you kind of get a vibe of what's going on. Like, I shouldn't have kept the knife in my heart for so long. I shouldn't have held back when I needed you to know. It feels like the keeping the knife in your heart for so long is just kind of like... any like grudges, nearly things that you hold on to and you keep and you stew and you just like, oh, I'm angry about that. I'm keeping this hurt in because maybe I wanted you to know, but I'm keeping it for another time. You're a grudge, even, you know, I just want to cry with you tonight. It's perfectly fine to grieve the hurt that's gonna die. Kind of like figuring that out and kind of letting it go because it's going to disappear. That's kind of how I take it. And then as we get into the outro, it's like, to the river, the water, where the floodgates are wide open and the tower has fallen into you. It just feels like kind of like a release and letting go, or even taking in the pain of someone. Let me feel it, darling. I want to hear, how does everyone else experience these things? Because I don't know, I think anyone can take lyrics such a different way, and I can't wait to see how other people take... Oh my god, this is amazing. Wow, that was a good song. And just like the song itself was so fun, I want to learn it so I can scream it. It's the sad thing about a first listen, but you don't get to scream it. But a first listen is so special, and you never get a first listen again. That's why with like favorite artists of mine, I do want to start doing album reactions, because you get to have that initialness, which I think is so special. There's something amazing about a first, and a first listen is just so exciting, especially when you like love like a project or you go into it enjoying it. Also, I've never called anything a project in my life. I only call it albums, but I watch a lot of, if anyone knows, what is it? Reacts by Ash, your internet mum Ash. She does album reactions and movie TV. She's like fantastic. She's so cool. But she talks about like projects and stuff, and now I'm pretending I'm as cool as her. I'm like, the project as a whole, I know things, I know music. I'm just an imposter, practically. But okay, we're moving on to A Soul with No King, which also sounds like such an interesting title. A Soul with No King. Kind of like you're like inside without your body? I guess we'll find out. Whoa! Not what oh my god. I was like, Game of Thrones, How to Train Your Dragon? Wow. I was not expecting it, but I'm not mad about it. Okay, devil. Oh, bad people. Corruption. What the hell? This feels so... I'm somewhere else. Speak of the devil, he's not your friend. Ooh, this is another one that feels like it has to be in a movie eventually. And just like the folkiness. I feel like I'd hear the music of it in a tavern. You know what I mean? Like someone should be doing like a jig. Instrumental interlude. I feel like I should be sitting here, slapping my knee. don't know why I'm thinking about the Hunger Games now. This is just... I don't know why, it just makes me think of that. It feels like there's something like, you know, you have a king and you have like something to sacrifice, like call out my name when you need me again, like making a deal with the devil. Nothing will ever change, no guilt, no shame. And you know, you speak to the devil like he's not your friend, like that's kind of like us. When the world starts to burn, give water to men. Wow. If that's what you want, you speak of right and wrong, you still go for the kill. Kind of like, it feels like this sort of like corruption, you know what I mean? But of like bad people making deals, but like putting on a front, but also doing horrible things. I don't know. It feels like a plot. I don't know why I can't not relate anything to movies, but that's what it feels like. I feel like I just like watched an entire movie within it, which like to the imagery that she can like produce out of these. And obviously I say she, but it's everyone that contributes and works on these albums, from the, you know, the instruments and writing. I don't know how all that works. I'm not very smart, but like they all create this thing together, which is just so amazing. I felt like I went somewhere else. And speaking of going somewhere else, the next one's called Dreams. So who knows if this one will take me somewhere else too. Also, Dreams seems to lend itself like we're going to go back into, I feel like, a very Aurora song, like a very like fantasy, like quiet, beautiful, like could fall asleep to it in the best way possible. May I be right? Ooh, oh, so far. Ooh, so far. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love all the different sorts of sounds on this album, but nothing feels out of place, which I love. Everything is just so there. Like there's been such different sounds, but it's not like I'm like, whoa, that feels weird. It feels you know, I feel like an Aurora album, it always feels like she's telling many different stories, which is a thing I love so much. Oh. Is this just... It's just me gushing over how much I like Aurora for like an hour.
Floating from Earth.
Floating from Earth. Come back to this, you know, that heaven, God, and death is always seems to be playing. Oh, a dream.
My path would be impossible to track.
My God is a lot.
In my dream,
you feel that deepness going into that?
everything's more quiet than here. In my dream,
Feels like in a dream, but like going under a wave, like a crash.
and the daughters climb out of the waters like the needle and the cockroach women.
What do you mean?
That mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
In my dream.
Wow. Wow.
Everything is more quiet than here.
Wow. That song, I felt like Aurora Aurora'd more than she has ever Aurora'd. You know what I mean? And not even in the sense of like, it's my favorite song or the best song ever. It just felt so like indicative of like what she can do and just create this just piece of like beauty and depth that I may never understand. That's how I encapsulate Aurora. So maybe I never just looked deep enough, and I can't wait to like, I don't know, I see more on this, but like, I don't even, wow. I mean, dreams, I guess, are not things to be understood. So maybe that goes with the song too. Yeah, don't call me dumb if anything's really obvious. I'm here for a good time, not a smart time. We're giving happy energy, and that's what we're here for. God, that was beautiful though. God, she's good. It's just like to have that sort of. Oh, we have a feature apparently on this one. It says it on Genius, but it doesn't say it on Spotify, which is interesting. And it's I did see Aurora on her I think Instagram or something. She did say something about like collabing feature, you know, working with another artist. And I don't there's definitely a couple that I've heard of her being with different artists, so I can't. We're just getting into it. My Name. Whoa, that's so wild after what we just heard. What? Yeah, okay. They're like dun 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 dun. I don't know why I keep doing crab hands, but it feels right. Oh, this feels like it's like, I don't know, like you dance to this at like a very like certain type of club. This is beautiful, like instruments that peek through in like the ends of these verses. Lyrically, there's a chance I might not understand any of it. Is sonically mean the sound of it? Because lyrically and sonically, the sound was otherworldly. Like, it was so cool and like interesting. And there was like, it felt like there was like such a mix of sounds. Like there sounds like there was more like Asian inspired instruments peeking through, but then also like this like kind of like, I don't know, like EDM dance club, and then like this otherworldly alien-esque, like, you know, like that techno-y, they were just like blended well, and you would think they shouldn't work, but then they were just like working together, and you'd hear them peek through and continue. I liked it. It was so cool to hear those bits. Wow, the sound was really cool, and obviously like she sounds amazing, but like that's kind of a given. We never have to comment on how she sounds because it's Aurora, and we all know she always sounds amazing, even live. Wow, God, that was a gift. That was a gift to me. I mean, it was a gift to me. I bought my own ticket, but that was a gift. Holy there hasn't been a song that I'm like, oh, I don't want to listen to this again, which I like. We've got 5 left, and that's pretty good. Like, generally, on a first listen, I feel like there's always a song that I'm like, and which is fine. You're like, out of like 16 songs, you know, a collection of songs, there's obviously going to be some you don't like. And there's always going to be ones that you come back to more often. Like, already I'm like, The Light and the Dark dresses lightly and A Soul with No King are 2 that I'm already like, wow, I want to go back to, especially The Dark Dresses Lightly. But we keep moving on. Do You Feel? I feel never like give up this feeling. Okay. Never give up on love. Holy shit. Okay, we're here. You can give up on me. Never give up on love. Because love is that thing. Wow, this is someone was. That's what's that? What is Sid the Sloth doing Ice Age? That's like the sound in the background. Someone's on the egg. I just want to flail my arms. This also reminds me of another song, and I can't put my head on what it is. It's that like doom. I don't know why I keep thinking of Madagascar. Don't ask me what it is, but There's something there. I'm turning myself into a boy band. Oh, wow. That was, so going into like, do you feel, felt like it was very connected to the album, the project as a whole, on yourself and thoughts and feelings. Like, do you feel moving on, pain, grief, all these like emotions and things. So I thought we were gonna get a softer song to really go into these, and then it just like started. I was like, holy shit, we are here, and I was loving it. But yeah, like never give up on this feeling, never give up on love. You can give up on me, never give up on love, which kind of goes back to, I think it was the first one. Oh, like echo of my shadow and be alright. That's sort of like, pain and these things hurt, but it's kind of that love and that knowing of that everyone has these times and people and love and getting through this and passion. And it kind of all blends into this feeling of, that love is the things that drive us as people and as humans to work for. And I feel like Aurora always does an interesting thing of kind of, in a way, detaching from humanity in certain songs where they feel, and I've said this a couple of times, they feel alien, they feel like otherworldly, they're not of ours, and it kind of has this like, this is very human. In a way, I don't know how to explain this, and I hope someone understands what I mean, but in a lot of songs, you feel very like, oh, she's going here, and we're here, and then you kind of can juxtapose and compare and have this, like, beautiful... I don't know if I'm just blowing smoke out of my ass, but I hope someone understands. Okay, we are on Starvation, which, honestly, Starvation Station is kind of where I'm currently at. I was like, I'm not gonna have a snack, I'll be fine. And then I've been burning those calories. I've been like, woo, 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 and I'm hungry. But other than that, we go in. Oh, marching band. Okay.
My life away. Why do we have to die?
Oh, that's so Aurora. Hello. I don't know why I'm getting, like, exists for love and hunger, kind of like baby here.
Break me, chasing the enemy, gotta deal with the devil, but I got the stamina higher than anything.
Oh my god, where is this coming from?
Everything's empty,
I feel like I need a salute.
chasing the remedy, I got used to the torture, but no one is
This is amazing.
chasing the enemy, and my soul is hurting. I got the stamina.
It's just like people doing like a I don't know, people who know how to dance. Cut to them. What? No, you're just gonna whoa, that was the craziest, like, stop. Wow, this is break me, chasing the enemy. I gotta deal with the devil, but I got stamina. Deal with the devil. Oh shit, which one was that? The soul with no king? That kind of, we talked about God, and then we also talked about the devil, like these very like heaven and hell sort of situations. And then where is it? Why do we touch the knife when we long to feel alive? We hunger for love, and my soul is starving. Just that, like, touch the knife, dealing with that pain. There's such these comparisons and like movings and thoughts about pain and moving on. And I think there was one bit of like kind of like a timeline which felt interesting. Oh, When my ego dies, will I stay here forever? When the wave crashes down, will my life would be better? There seems to be a lot of dealing with this. When will things change? And when will that happen? You know, when the wave crashes down, will my life be better? I feel like we've got a lot of like, when these things happen, when something changes, will I progress? And then I think it's also about, you know, moving yourself, having that, the blade. Oh, sorry. I was like, were we on Starvation? I've just got the next one ready. Holy moly, Starvation. That was cool. I don't even know. I feel like there's that's like people need to be dancing to that. People need to be dancing to that. What does it say when the wave is crashing down? This connects to the first verse and dreaming their life away. It suggests that they're already stuck in a bad situation, feeling the wave crashing down might drown, but also things could possibly change. I mean, waves bring in new tides. I was going to say as they say. Not as they say, that's just how waves work. Or tides work. I'm not an oceanologist. We move on before I say more like dumb things. The blade. I was like, I know. We've gone into the last like 3 so like strong. So I was like, I gotta be ready for it. Okay. Wow. It was I like the best, and it was not where like the sound I thought was going, like her vocals were gonna be. But I mean, have I ever been able to guess how Aurora was gonna do things? No. Oh, that's so good. That's such like a powerful chorus. Your truth becomes your grave. Oh my gosh. My sword can cut both ways. That's so... power. Wow. Ooh. Wow. This is like... It's like... like a throw of like rage and anger and in such like... Don't fuck with me. I love it. It's given get fucked energy. And it's... Oh... Oh god, she's got vocals and rage. I want to get mad at something. I'm too happy. This song's great. I want to be angry and listen to this song. Maybe that's not the point, but I want to. Ooh, I love how she cut some of these off to just like quiet. This feels like just like a very powerful, almost like anthem-like song for just like expression of rage and to like wrongdoers and people who are just pieces of shit. It's just like the watch out, watch what you say. Your truth becomes your grave. Just because it's truth to you doesn't mean it's like right. You know what I mean? That could, you know, especially when you see like people say such like horrid things that is true to them, but you know, you would say could be cancelled, but just like that is just the thing that makes you think that's your, or can get people to come after you. A sword can cut both ways. I've got sharp blades, feel the rage. Wow, that was a cool song. That was a cool song. Like, that was so good. That just felt, I don't know, I want to get in, like, I want to have a grudge about something, which everything feels like I'm like, yeah, please refer to song number 7. You know, like, let's go back, because everything like, you know, rage and grudge, we talked about grudge, and then you have like devil talked about that, and God, it was that one, skin and heart, that one, everything like, it feels like such a like, even though some of the sounds are so different, everything connects and feels like you're constantly going back from one another, which is fantastic. But we've got 2 left. Holy moly. We have My Body Is Not Mine. Okay, let's go. Ooh, not I gotta stop saying not how I thought it was gonna start, because we know. I'm not gonna know.
I can remember the first time I felt my mind turning into a beast of an evil kind.
Puberty.
If there's a demon in the line of my aim.
That's how I felt. Turned into a different beast. Oh my god, drop the album. Sorry, not the vinyl. I need to buy this and listen to this. Just like forever. All the time.
You cry, you need my body.
What else is here? Satan? Demon? What? What is this? I love it. I feel like I've entered a new song. This also feels like Rage. She's gonna go. Wow. That was an experience. Holy moly. When you need my heart, you cry. When you need my body. When you need my heart, you cry. You need my body. It feels, there's something about like the demons and the hiding and the soul. It feels so like a possession. Which I think can be referred to a lot of things of, you know, your body not being yours, and you know, there's so many ways you can take that, and you know, people controlling and you know, certain ways, but there's I wish I was smarter. I feel, you know, when you feel like you're on like the cusp of what it could be and you just can't get there. That's what I felt like for all these songs, because she is, you know, speaking of God and the devil, she is a god. She is a god, and I am but a mere mortal. But does that mean she'll be sad when I go? Okay, we're in the last song. 5-minute song. Am I even ready for this? Am I even ready for Invisible Wounds? I feel like it's gonna be slow. I don't know why, I just feel like it's gonna have to be. Or not. Welcome to the circus, bitch. Oh, this is fun.
Eyes too thin as I'm lying in my bed, barely existing.
That, honestly, such a good vibe though. Just lying on your bed, barely existing. This also almost feels like a...
I see light,
Wow.
and I fear it's only fair.
Is this kind of like coming out of that darkness?
I need you to forgive.
This feels like such a juxtaposition to, I can't deal with you, I don't want to be in touch, go away.
If you can.
They have to, I don't know, they just have to be connected.
And I need you to stop needing me like I've needed you.
Oh, this is, it's like, oh, wow.
Need to tend to the invisible wounds.
Like, you can't find getting fixed in someone else. It's something you have to work through. They can be there and help you and aid you, but they'll never be the thing that can do it for you. It's kind of like finding that love, which we've been talking about through this whole album, but that love with yourself to move it forward. Okay, the essence in this Invisible Wound. Wow. What an album. What an album. Aurora. A million cheers. A million cheers to you, Aurora. But that one, Invisible Wounds, it just felt like such a like similar and different to the essence. You know, just been like, I try, but it hurts so much to be in touch, so I'd rather not. And then to go to, I don't know, maybe because I hadn't seen it in a while, maybe it's not what I thought, but then it's just like, and I need you to understand, you know, I need you to forgive me. It's still this sort of break, but it's like kind of like a different way of going about this sort of thing. The album as a whole, so much feels just so about, you know, healing and moving and grief and pain and people and humanity. And she always does such a good job of like, everything felt so connected, even, you know, talking about God and the devil and, you know, all these different thoughts and you know, grief, rage. It just felt like an emotion. And you know, what happened to the heart? While I don't have a great way to be like, oh, this exactly what happened to the heart definitely is the title because it means this and relates to this, but just like what happened to the heart, it felt like it got stomped on, and it's gone through emotion and pain and grief and rage, and but it's also, she kept it so literal at some sense, you know, with blood and veins and lungs and, you know, going in, you know, blood going in and out and everything, just like the flow of your body and your mind and your life and existence. Everything felt so just intertwined and connected, and while all things kind of were separate, both, you know, the themes, the lyrics, the sounds, they were all still kind of working towards this like movement. I don't know, this is fantastic. Like, it was really good. Oh god, I can't wait to just like listen to this album so much more. I'm like looking at it and being like, I'm coming back for you. Like, I'll be there soon. Yeah, this is gonna be like non-stop replayed. I hope, I want to do that thing, but maybe I'll cut it. But here's my list of my favorites after my list, or if I've listened since I've edited this. Here's the list of my, you know, rankings of all of them. Granted, I don't think there was any song that I was like, this, the bottom is still going to be a good song from what I'm saying now. I don't know if the guy that's put this list in, it might still be, who knows? The guy who put the list in, you know, future me, will think differently, but there was no, it's just like the least best song. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, how many was there? Number 16 on my list is definitely like, I don't want them to feel bad. They're amazing because I really loved all of them. Some like standouts, I feel like for me so far, from what I remember, because they're all really good. The Blade was really cool. There was a couple that just, there was so many like good, they were all good, and them all bid in a row was really hard. But like The Blade sticks out in my memory. The Dark Dresses Lightly, obviously Some Type of Skin and Your Blood, I think are fantastic. They happen that, you know, they get a little boost because I've listened to them a lot. But God, this album is really good. I don't know what it ranks, you know, all my albums of hers. I was feeling like a good contender for like number one, but granted, I really do like a lot of her projects. I was like, let me quickly look at all her things to be like, how does it feel like it sits so far? The gods we can touch was amazing. Oh, it's hard. No, I don't want to think about it. It's too much pressure. But wow. Oh, we're getting over to 2 hours, but you know what? It was a great 2 hours, I'll tell you that right now. This has been really fun. I hope, however this comes out, you've enjoyed it somehow, because I've had a brilliant time. It's very special going through that first experience with an album and a listen. It feels very vulnerable, but also not for me, just like in a way, I don't know. Basically, I've gone wild. My brain has stopped working. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I don't know. This album was really amazing. I've really enjoyed it. I'm happy you've come along with me. I hope you've enjoyed some of what I say. Let me know if you enjoy Aurora, like what songs you enjoyed, what were your favorites, what you thought of certain ones. Did you have any bits that you're like, I made a point somewhere, or like some things that you're like, this is what I think this was about? I'd love to know, love to hear it. And for now, I hope we get to do some more album. I listen to a lot of artists. So who knows when the next album reaction will be done. But this was fun, and hopefully this will spark me to do some more in the future. Which is annoying because Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish just passed, and I really enjoy their music. So it sucks that they're gone now, but maybe in the future I'll do some more of my favorites. But for now, I hope you enjoyed and are having a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one.